To a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very next guests are Power Ranger Hybrids director Phil and Michael. So yeah, I'm about to add them both into the live now to have a chat about Power Ranger Hybrids coming very soon. So yeah, let's add Phil and Michael in and have a chat with Phil and Michael. Yes. Hey Phil and Michael, how's it going?
What up?
Hey. I just want to say first up, thank you so much, both Phil and Michael, for joining the show today. It's such a pleasure having you both on the show today. To people that don't know who you both are, if you give like a bit of backstory about who you both are and what you both do, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
All right. Michael, you want to go first?
Okay, put me on the spot, Phil. All right, well.
Yep.
My name is Michael. I'm originally from New York City. I play Keith the Red Ranger in Power Rangers Hybrids. And as of right now, I am a father of 3 kids. And engaged to get married next year.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know, well, you should know, my name is Philip Johnson, and I'm the creator, writer, and I guess director of Power Rangers Hybrids, and I play the Yellow Ranger, which is who is named Raphael. He's kind of like the Hulk of all 5 of them, in a sense. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for starters.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now, guys. So we'll start off with Michael. With Keith, so you're playing the Red Ranger, Keith. What can you tell people about Keith, and what can people expect to see from Keith in Power Ranger Hybrids?
Well, what I can say about Keith is he's a hothead, which in real life, I'm a hothead as well. Phil can attest to this multiple times.
Yep.
What you can expect from Keith and Power Rangers Hybrids is a very, very different type of Red Ranger.
Interesting. I love that. I love that take. Awesome. So on to my very next question. This is for Phil this time. So you just mentioned you're playing Raphael, the Yellow Ranger. So what can people expect to see from your take on Raphael in Power Ranger Hybrids?
Well, not to piggyback off of Michael's question, but kind of like the same thing. A very, very, very different take on what people would expect from a Yellow Ranger. You know, being like the right side of every group. You know, that happy-go-lucky person, and so on and so forth. Kind of on a sense of like, how do I put it? Kind of on a sense of like the character is going to be there for support, but don't cut that character any slack. Don't think that character is just there for just that supporting role, because yeah, that's probably going to be somebody's like big mistake throughout this whole series of watching.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the very next question. So this is for Phil. So with directing Power Ranger Hybrids, what got you wanting to start creating Power Ranger Hybrids in the first place?
What got me into creating it?
Yeah.
Mostly just Power Rangers in general, really. Power Rangers, any type of like superhero show, really. But I would say for the most part, what really got me into making hybrids was Power Rangers Wild Force. That particular season kind of stood out just because it felt upon the whole nature and protecting nature, protecting life itself from like pollution and toxicity and all that stuff. So pretty much I wanted to create a series that was kind of like based off of that, except like twisted a little bit to where you're still protecting life and you're still protecting nature, but on a more higher intense scale where if you mess up even the slightest, that is going to cause a whole lot of problems for everyone.
Awesome. So on to our next question. So what can people expect to see from other like characters in Power Ranger hybrids?
Whew. Dang. Okay, so expect to see a lot of jokes. Expect to see a lot of sassiness. Expect to see a lot of that kind of like fatherly role from one of the Rangers. I'm not going to say who. And expect to see a lot of, how do I put it without giving much weight? Expect to see a lot of emotion.
Yes.
A lot of emotion coming from every single person in this series. Expect to see that.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So what kind of like villains do you have planned for Power Ranger hybrids, if you can like announce any villains?
That is the question of all questions. Oh my god. Okay, so it's not going to be your everyday run of the mill villains. It's not going to be your everyday monster of the week villains. I basically wanted to up the scales on this, like I said, as far as like creating and everything. So when it comes to the villains are twice as evil and twice as bad as your normal standard Power Ranger villains. So I want to say I want to say think of like Lord Zed and Darth Vader combined into one person, and then sprinkle a bit of like how do I put it? Lord Zed and Darth Vader combined into one person, and this might not make any sense, but how do I put this? Yeah, it's hard for me to put it in words. Basically, it's Lord Zed and Darth Vader meets crack. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So on to our very next question. So why do you think people should watch Power Ranger hybrids? Like what makes Power Ranger hybrids stand out from like other like Power Ranger like universe web series out there these days?
Ooh, uh, dang, it's I could describe that. Then I can't give away any plot whatsoever because it's so much connected into this one series that I'm just gonna say this. You should watch it just for the emotional dialogue and the amount of heartstring pulling tension that is going to happen out of this.
Well, I was gonna say all the traumatic experiences. But Phil just
Yeah. Awesome. So on to our very next question. So what would be your like all-time favorite season of Power Rangers and why? You can both answer this question if you both want.
all right, I have two. And there's certain reasons. One, Power Ranger Space, because my son's name is actually Andros. Seriously, my son. If you look on his birth certificate, his first name is Andros. And Time Force.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Okay. Shoot. Well, I mean, of course, I'm automatically going to say the original Mighty Morphin is going to be hands down my favorite scene. I mean, my favorite season. Mostly because I mean that's the series that's the series everybody started out with watching. And getting to know, like, you know, what really got people into watching superhero shows and movies and stuff. But of course, all time favorite would be Mighty Morphin. But my favorite, and I keep changing it up for some reason. I don't know why, but my favorite would be Zeo. Probably because Zeo is the most underrated season out there, which doesn't get a lot of like credit for being the season that it was.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So who would be your like all-time favorite Power Rangers villain from any season, and why?
Wow. Okay, Phil, you answer this one first.
All-time favorite villain from any season?
From any season.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this: Mesogog from Dino Thunder will probably be my all-time favorite villain. Mostly because, like despite all the other villains, you know, getting close to like, you know, defeating Rangers and everything, which I think a few of them might have. I don't know. I'm not entirely too sure. Mesogog was probably the absolute closest to actually going on a full destructive rampage in Dino Thunder and wiping out the Rangers in that season.
And Michael?
Phil, you took my answer.
Jeez, nice. Yeah. So on to our very next question. So who would be your like all-time 5 Ranger team members from any seasons of Power Rangers, and why?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, Michael, you gotta take the reins on that.
Okay. It would be Scott from RPM Red. Kendricks from Lost Galaxy Pink. Joel likes to be green. Let's see. Yellow. I'm gonna have to go with original Trini. And blue, I'm gonna have to go with Blake from. And for the 6th Ranger, I gotta go with my son Eric.
Yes. Awesome.
I mean, he said 5, but I mean, I guess we're going 6.
Yeah. So this is the question for Michael this time. So, what made you decide as a person that you wanted to like start getting into directing? Yeah. What made you want to start getting to directing?
Well, me personally, I'm not a director. Phil is. But
Yep.
me.
Shoot. Honestly, like, nothing really major made me want to get into directing. Really, like, honestly, this was just like a idea I had in my head after watching Wild Force, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm seeing I'm seeing all these people making these fan made series and shows and stuff. You know, Unworthy, Street Fighter versus Tekken, The Devil Within, the Naruto fan series. What's the other one? Zordon of Eltar fan series, the Teenagers with Attitude fan series. I'm seeing all these people who are just fans of, like, you know, the shows they grew up with, you know, taking it upon themselves to make their own series, which you know, I'm pretty sure none of them really knew anything about. I was like, you know what? If they could do that without really knowing what to do and how to go about it, what's stopping me from starting my own series?
Yes. So, Michael, what made you decide like that you wanted to start getting into acting in the first place?
Well, I was in the court. I was in chorus in middle school, so I already have that like performing backbone. But story about that, I was just scrolling through Instagram, and then I saw Power Ranger Hybrids, and I thought they were for castmates. I threw my hat in the ringer, and here we are.
Awesome. So, on to our very next question. So, with if you could like if Phil could direct any like favorite like TV or movie franchise, what would be like your ultimate TV or movie franchise that you would want to direct and why?
Oh God. Oh God. There are so many. There are so many. Oh God.
I got one for you, Phil.
What?
Franchise.
Wait. What?
The Transformers franchise.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. You know what? I would say the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. If I had a chance to direct any one of those movies, it would be the second one because the second one could have been so much better. The second one could have been so much more better.
Yes, awesome. So for my very last question for both Michael and Phil, so what's like next for you both for like the rest of 2021 that you both would like to announce on the show?
Hmm.
All right, I'll go first on that. For the rest of 2021, I'll be more projects. Power Rangers Digital Beast as the Green Ranger, and Combat in the Grid as the Rain Ranger.
Yes.
Which I'm gonna be at GoGo Ranger Station in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania next Saturday with the Combat in the Grid cast.
Awesome. And Phil?
So for the rest of 2021, nothing too major, really. I mean, besides me playing, which both of you should already know, besides me playing Kerrigan, the crazy pirate from Power Rangers Master Force. Besides me doing that for the rest of the year, I will be getting the rest of the costumes and helmets and props made for hybrids throughout the rest of the year up to April, hopefully April of next year. And honestly, I think that's about it, really. I think that's about it.
And then I forgot to mention next year, June 22, I'm officially getting married.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Michael. Hello.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, I just would like to say to both of you, thank you so much, Michael and Phil, for taking the time to join my show. It's been such a pleasure having you both on. Everyone, definitely go support Power Ranger Hybrids. These guys are doing such an incredible job with other incredible Power Ranger fan bases out there. So definitely go support Power Ranger Hybrids. These guys deserve the amazing support. Do you guys have any last final thoughts that you both would like to say on the show?
Well, thank you for having us on. And secondly, my thing, whoever thinks that, oh, I can't do this because I don't have the proper equipment, get that thought out of your head.
Dude, all I gotta say is, in the words of Shia LaBeouf, don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yes.